Wizboyy, we at the fundraising event for the Black and White Party in Atlanta and the OKHF Foundation. Definitely, it's a pleasure to have you in the building. You are definitely one of the greatest Nigerian music exports for the past 10 to 15 years now, and people do not know that you've been working a lot aside from being a musician with a lot of other artists in the studio. So, why did you decide to accept to accompany the foundation and support education?
Okay, I met A Young at one of my shows in Charlotte, North Carolina. So we bonded very well. He told me he's friends with Petit Pays.
Exactly.
He's somebody I've worked with before. I've worked with Petit Pays before, and he's like a big, father in the industry. So I'm like, okay, well, Petit Pays, okay, fine. So we exchange contacts. So down the road, sometime last month, he told me there's something they're doing here. I mean, this anything humanitarian, I'm definitely drawn to it. So before any other thing, the concept, the idea of the event is what got me endeared. I'm like, okay, let me look at my calendar, and thank goodness it was free. Today was free. I said, okay, I'll be available.
Beautiful, thank you so much. Now, regarding the industry now, we know Nigeria is one of the top tiers right now in Africa, within the music industry. And Cameroonian, this younger generation of artists, they are trying, they have been pushing a lot their music as well. So if you have an advice for this younger generation, because I know you know a lot of them, what advice can you give to the younger generation in artists, of Cameroonian artists actually?
Yeah, let me start with Cameroonian artists, to give props to them. Most of them are really doing amazing. I've worked with a few of them and mad talented, and so it's freedom. For me, music is freedom. Music is expressing yourself first, even before the business and trying to devise strategies to go up there. You have to be free to that's how I started. As a matter of fact, my story is funny because my songs went ahead of me, because I was just expressing myself through music. I didn't even have too much experience in the industry on how to go about it, but before I knew it, songs were all over the place. So that can be a way to go about it if you don't have a big record label that's funding you. All you have to do is express yourself, and most importantly, be unique. You see, we don't have too many artists today that are great, or rather greater entertainers or singers or performers, all-round musicians than Michael Jackson. But why do we play some new songs today? Because they bring something else to the table that is different from Michael Jackson. So long as it is different, it will sell. No two people sound alike, no matter how similar their voices are. Even if the voice is similar, your message can be different. Even if the message is similar, your beat can be different. One way or the other, something has to be different about you. And if it's different, it may not even be the best we've seen, but so long as it's different, people will welcome it. So be different, be free to explore and express yourself. And for me, it takes time, dedication, and do music like you don't have any other option. If you were given any other option, it just has to be music.
Beautiful. And you are just emphasizing on the fact that you have to be unique. And I want to clearly, I've been hosting events, I have clear relations with a couple of artists back there at home in Africa, in French Africa to be precise. And I've been telling them that you have to copy a good example, and you are a good example because you've shown to the world that you can use your local language, the Igbos, the Bamilikes, the Douala, and all over in Africa we can use our languages and push our good music while losing our language. So I want you to give them, look at the camera and give them that advice that everything can be possible, pushing our good music using our local languages.
Okay. Hi, this is Wizboyy, also known as Wizboyy, one of the greatest proponents of using local language to make music. That's part of my brand. If you hear my songs, you hear Igbo, you hear some of my local dialects, and this I am so big on. So any music artist out there, Francophone, Anglophone, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ivory Coast. I urge you to keep infusing our local language in our music, because for me, music, first of all, what draws attention is the spirit, and the easiest way for you to bring spirit to music is through your local language before English or any foreign language. So keep doing local while you blend it with global.
Thank you. And the last thing I have for you, thank you for accepting this few minutes interview. And since we're here because of a cause supporting education, and last word for people back home and Dr. Ayong as well regarding the foundation and education.
Before anything, I always use myself as an example. Before venturing into music as a career, I did my education to university level, and I keep learning. You know, life is there's no end to learning in life, so education is very, very key in anything we're doing in life. And big ups to Ayong and to the foundation for the cause and for what he's pushing. And that's why I told you that anything humanitarian, I always want to be part of it. So I am proud to be part of this, and I encourage us, whatever you do, education is key in life. It takes you above your peers. It takes you further, you know, in your pursuit of life if you're educated.
Thank you, Wizboyy, and we wish you the best for the next. I know couple of music, you'll be pushing out a couple of music in the next month, in the next weeks, and we wish you all the best.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.